Welcome to Qatar Living, sir. And so let's start with our interview.
Yeah, my expectations were quite realistic because it was not the first time that I came to the region, and I even stayed 34 years ago, as you know, in Qatar, here in Doha. So I asked for this posting, and the Foreign Office was kind enough to give it to me. So I knew it's an important small country in the Gulf region, which is playing a very important political role. Since we do not have an obligation for Germans to register with the German embassy, we can only have assumptions, and I would say little less than 2,000, 1,800 probably are living and working here. Typically, they are working in the hospitality sector, hotels, restaurants, but also a large number as professors or teachers in universities and schools. And surprisingly, there is a big number of German or German-educated physicians, doctors, who work here. And once we did a reception only for them, and it was there were many of them showing up in the residence. You know, the regular services as a consul section provides, it is a mirror of the services German institutions back in Germany are providing local authorities, like issuing of passports, IDs, registrations of birth, name declarations. And there is, of course, a register for those who voluntarily would like to be registered, just in case of a crisis or that important things have to be communicated. Like, for instance, if there are national elections taking place in Germany, and so we inform the citizen living here about their possibilities to vote. And this is what the consular section is doing here. Yeah, Germany and Qatar maintain robust and strong relations encompassing political, economic, cultural, educational collaborations. Also in the field of sport, of course, which is an important thing here in Qatar. But also important is the energy cooperation, and the energy cooperation has lasted 40 years between Qatar and Germany. This is not something new. Our relationship is reflected by quite a number of high-level visits in both directions. His Highness the Emir visited Germany the last time, only in October last year, and he did so every year in the last 3 years. He came every year at least one time to Germany. And the other way around, it is working as well. We had last month our federal finance minister with a big business and banking delegation here in Doha for bilateral talks. And this is just, there are two examples. There is a lot of things going on a bilateral and on a regular level. And since climate diplomacy is an important part of our foreign policy, as you know, we are working with great enthusiasm with our Qatari partners also on this field. Yeah, I think very important is the cultural field. Everybody is speaking about politics, economy, business, quite important, but the cultural field is important for the bilateral relationship, but also for deepening the mutual understanding. So, for example, we promote the German language in Qatar. There are language classes in the German Language Center at Hamad bin Khalifa University, and there is quite a big interest in that. We have a German international school here in Doha, and it plays an important role since with the school certificate you reach at the end, you can go to Germany to any university and study. And Then we have an idea which might come up in the next month. We are working on a children's and youth university in collaboration with a German school and 2 local schools here in Qatar. And our primarily goal is to connect Qatari and German students and provide them with a place to share perspectives, deepen cross-cultural understanding, and so on. Very different here, of course, is the weather, the climate. We have 6, 7, 8 months with the big heat, and we are not used to that. And similar, I think, is the enthusiasm for sports. There is a real passion for all kinds of sports here in Qatar, and I think both peoples are meeting on that. It's hard to describe. Tremendous, enormously. I mean, it is like almost a different city or country. You see, at the time in early 1991, I stayed in the Sheraton Hotel, which already existed, but nothing existed around. I mean, there was no West Bay, there was no Lusail and all these new parts of Doha. So it is a complete different world, and the change, I mean, the huge development, it's really admirable, and it is to the best of the country. I would choose a German car and, if possible, a 4-wheel drive, and go up north to Al-Subara. I was there 2 times. It's very interesting. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And I would go also to the south in the sand dunes, which is a beautiful landscape. And I was there with my wife recently, and we enjoyed it very much. Yeah, and I give you just one example because I'm native from Mainz on the Rhine in Germany, and we celebrate usually in February Carnival. And I think Carnival on the Rhine, that would be something typical for the western part of Germany, and there is a lot of fun, and I would like one day to show that Qatari friends.